Hey, oh my goodness. Hey, everybody. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy freaking New Year. So, I have been promising to go live since forever. So, I said, okay, well, I'm home today. It's Saturday. I did all of my things that I needed to do. So now I can finally sit down and relax. And I said, you know what? Let me give my Facebook family and also my Instagram family, I don't know how I'm going to do that because I'm not recording again, the opportunity to come up here and share with you guys. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. I haven't seen you guys. So let me just say that I hope the holiday season was nice and everybody turned up, and I hope everybody came into the new year safe, and you're still keeping intact with your new year resolutions, seeing as though what's today is the 19th, so I know how that can be once you actually get into the new year, and then it's like, oh shoot, I forgot what I said on the first. So hopefully that's going well for everybody. But hey, what's going on? So I've been kind of quiet on Facebook, but I've been watching everything that has been going on. So I've seen, people's feedback about the hey Moo. I've seen people's feedback about the government shutdown. I've seen people's feedback about R. Kelly. I've seen I just seen a lot. And naturally, you guys know I'm extremely opinionated. And so some of that stuff definitely touched a nerve. But I'm also highly emotional. So in an effort to keep my emotions intact and work on getting overly emotional about certain situations, it's just certain things that I choose not to really engage in, or I kind of wait, give myself some time to kind of process it before I share my opinion on it, because I don't want to do that prematurely, because naturally it will be coming from a place of high emotions and it will sound like I'm freaking irrational. But some of these things, they affect all of us, whether people know it or not, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating because sometimes, to see people respond or give feedback on stuff that, they feel don't affect them directly, and to hear the negativity, it frustrates me. It frustrates me bad. And also, as you guys know, I pride myself on being extremely compassionate. So it frustrates me when I see people who have never been in a situation who don't know a situation, but they judge it so harshly. So yeah, like I said, I've been watching what's going on. I've been paying attention, but I've been kind of scaling back to kind of keep my emotions and my mental health in check. All right, so I have a few things I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the new year bullets. Yes, 2018 was a big transitional year for me. A big transitional year for me because, a lot of things in my life were kind of cemented in stone from, okay, this is what I've been doing for so long. I'm kind of warm. I'm sorry, y'all. This is what I've been doing for so long, so let me stick with what I've been doing. But the only issue with that comfortable space is God kind of kicks you in your back and say, sweetie, I'm not going to permit you to stay in your comfort zone. And, for me, I'm a person who has to get kicked in the back, because God can't just tap me and tell me, okay, you've done everything you can here. You've reached the limit. Let's grow and let's move on. For him, I have to get dragged out, kicked out, stomped out, or made extremely uncomfortable for me to move out of my comfort zone. So last year, a few things happened. In the beginning of the year was the T-Dot touchdown. Bullets! As you all know, it's no stranger to anybody who has me on social media. I promote my romantic relationship a lot. And, in this past year, I've got some feedback about it, both negative and both positive, and it was very hard for me to kind of skim through the way I wanted to process that feedback, because not only is this the first time I've been in a romantic relationship in a long time, but it's the first time it's been publicized, and it's the first time that it's been to this magnitude. So in a long time. So, ever, because, this is my first time living with a person, and, so on and so forth. So, a lot of you get to see that, and, I really appreciate both, opinions. I do, because some of the negative I definitely need to hear so I can be realistic about things, and then the positive is always welcome because it's a beautiful thing to have people say nice things about you. But again, we are embarking upon year 3 in September, and we have been living together since the top of 2018, February. So we are going on a year together and 3 years in a relationship. And what I can and will say is, y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit, because all of these hoes around me that had a man ain't tell me all this stuff goes on in a relationship. But the beauty of it is, just like my mom said, nobody can tell you anything. You have to actually experience things to know how to move and shake in your romantic relationship. So that was something very big for me for the 2018. I will tell anybody, I will go up on the mountaintops and screaming for the world to hear. I will stand up in the pyramids of Egypt so everybody will know he is well aware I am 3,000% in love with my boyfriend. And I think that we don't have a perfect relationship, but I'm so happy to have a partner, and I'm so grateful to have a friend, because that's what really threw me for a loop. I've been in other situationships and I've had other relationships, but I've never had a friend and a romantic partner. So to have that, it takes the in love space to another level, so that was one of my big highlights for 2018, and all glory be to God, we still progressing in 2019, so continue to wish us well. I appreciate it. What else happened last year? Last year in June, I left my job of 10 years at the Brooklyn Democracy Academy. Oh my God. And you know what's so crazy for me? I won't say that I am one of those people who is very fond of change. Sometimes I suffer from like separation anxiety. When I'm really comfortable in something, I don't want to move and shake. But God made me so uncomfortable in that space that it was like, Khadijah, you have to go. You have to go. And it kind of, I'm sorry, you guys seeing this glare, I'm sorry. It kind of shocked me because it was like, I can't believe a place that I looked at as home, I have to now leave, and I'm not leaving it feeling like, oh God, I wasn't feeling sad or anxiety or like I'm leaving my mom's house. I left that place like, okay, sayonara. And that part kind of shocked me and hurt me. It shocked me because I didn't think that I could leave a place that I considered home for so long, so easily, but it also hurt me that I could do it. But the reason that happened, and that's one of the things that I noticed throughout this entire last year, is that I'm a person that if I'm locked into something, I'm locked in, I'm loaded, I'm good, and it's great. But when something makes me uncomfortable or hurt my feelings, or something is done that I just feel is kind of like, what can I say? It's kind of like not repairable. I can kind of remove myself from it very easily. And that doesn't matter what it is. That does not matter what it is. It could be a relationship. It could be a job for 10 years. It could be a friendship. It could be a business relationship. I would do everything in my power to fix something if I'm still locked in, and if I feel like the other person or other situations and tensions are not bad, I'll still try to work through things. But the moment that I feel that, okay, you're trying to wrong me, or this is not going well, or I'm getting treated unfairly or badly, gotta go, Coolio, man, it's getting too hot. And I realized, this is something my boyfriend shared with me last year. He said, Khadijah, that can come off as kind of cold. And it really upset me, because even in having conversations with one of my very, very close friends, Monique, I got the same feedback. And I found myself last year debating with them, because I felt like that's not fair. Because what people don't understand is that, again, when I'm locked in, let me use a relationship, for example. Not my current relationship. Let's not get it twisted, but let me just use a relationship. if I'm in a relationship with a guy and some things are done that I don't like, I will share, like, I didn't really like that you did that. I didn't really like that you said that. You know, I will share what my issues are. And I also give you the opportunity to fix those things. Because in my mind, you know, maybe you thought you could play yourself with this kind of girl. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. And I'm thinking that you're not trying things with malicious intent. So I'm still trying to work through the relationship because I don't want to give up on you. I love you and I care about you. But once it gets to a certain point, and that's through a series of things that can happen, that I feel like, hold on, wait a minute. This is not about, oh, you know, yeah, you just doing things by accident. No, you're doing things on purpose. You're doing this purposely. And now I'm looking at you because my feelings is hurt because I realize the intent is for you to hurt me. So once I realize that, I can back away from it. So when I left my job last year, I cried because, you know, a lot of my old coworkers are still there that I do love. And I cried because I genuinely know in my heart that I worked my ass off to save and change lives there. And I also cried because I knew that I would genuinely be missed. You know, so that part of me, you know, made me sad, but more so for them, not for me. Not for me. I was actually ready to roll, and that's exactly what I did. So that kind of was a good thing and a bad thing. Like I said, not necessarily bad, but it made me self-reflect on how I move. But it also made me confident in the way that I move. You know, I know that a lot of times in those situations when things like that happen, people would try to make me feel bad for moving on. Like I said, it would be, you know, kind of assessed as, oh, you're being cold. And I'm there like, but what about all the times when I was being hot? Those times don't count no more. The people only see when I was being cold. So no, I'm not a cold person and I'm not a mean person. And I'm actually not a disconnected person. I'm actually a very compassionate person. I'm actually a very engaged person. I'm actually a very loving person. But I'm also a person that I will not let people or situations trample me. And that's that. You know, in 2018 really, really taught me that because in doing Healing Hearts, I was really trying my best to be a quote-unquote perfect person. Like in Healing Hearts, I was trying my best to show that I am healing personified and nothing bothers me and nothing gets to me and, you know, I can always keep it together and no matter what, I'm going to just look. Yes, that's true. But what I also assessed last year that I know I'm not bringing it to 2019 is that even with the healing and the whole and everything else, I'm not a doormat for any situation or any person. So instead of me using that whole, you know, oh, I can't be upset with you because I don't want it to seem like I'm not healed and whole, or oh, I can't be mad because the situation failed because then it's going to show I'm not healed and whole. No, I can't be upset about it. I have that right. I can be upset about it. I can disconnect from it. I can move on from it. I can do all of those things and still be healed and whole. So that was a big revelation for 2018. I'm happy about that. Let's just see. Now I work in Manhattan. Before I worked in Brooklyn. Now I won't say I hate working in Manhattan. It's just, again, the commute. You know, whereas before I had one bus ride to work. I know that bus like the back of my hand. The time it come, who the driver is. I know the good seat I could get to read my book. So on and so forth. Now I'm on a train. I'm on a plane. I'm on a boat. I'm on everything else. So I'm like, hey, Star Asia. So I'm like, oh, Lord. But you know what? I do like the commute because the exercise. The exercise. I weigh 185.2 pounds. I need to weigh 165. So I have to work on losing 20 pounds by June because I plan on giving myself the ultimate body for the 2019. And that's gonna mean a lot of shaping and molding, and I'm excited about it. You know, I've made some final decisions on it, so I want to get to work on getting this body in tip-top shape because I am approaching chapter 3. And in chapter, I am like, whoa. Okay, now I know some people, like for example, I watched a Swiss Beats interview, and Swiss Beats was like, oh, he turned 40 last year, and he feels like his life is just starting, and blah, 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 and I'm looking at that, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should start, hi, Melanie, maybe I should start looking at it like that, because I'm looking at chapter, like, what the hell? How the hell and who the hell? I just was turning freaking 25. I am mortified. But, I'm trying to look at it as, I am experienced. I have more wisdom. I'm more mature. And now I can really live like a grown up. Whatever that may mean. So, in any event, that's what's going on now. Like I said, stay tuned because I plan on, trying to do a real big body wise this year. So stay tuned. Also, let's see what else I said I was going to talk about. Operation Heal 100 Hearts. So, am I still doing the work? 100%. But I really wanted to give some feedback on a place that I was utilizing called Repair the World. And I am so over Repair the World. Okay? Repair the World. Got some, I know, Star Asia, they always talk about my facial expressions with my big eyes. Crazy. Repair the World hired some new staff, and that new staff was very unprofessional and handled me very unprofessional. So in order to maintain my professionalism, I'm going to sever ties with them. So severing ties with that space, it kind of makes it kind of hard because before I was doing Healing Hearts and Repair the World, I was doing it in my apartment. And now, I'm in a different space with company and having people in my personal space. And also I'm remembering that I live with somebody. Hey, Sequina. So, I can't just be all willy-nilly about, the people I invite into our home. So now I have to look for a new space to do my mixers and also really looking to revamp the whole system of it. Because what I realize is people love the healing and all that in that space. But again, it's just for that moment. And I think, like I explained on every live I go on, people don't realize how important the healing is and how it's consistent on a daily basis and how much is needed. So I need to revamp the whole system to pull people in so they can understand that they have to continuously do this work and then they have to want to do it. So that's where I'm at with that. So right now, Operation Heal 100 Hearts is under construction. Stay tuned. I'm working some kinks out, but I plan on coming back with a bang. In the meantime, this year, as I told you guys before, I tried to do it last year, but things didn't pan out. But it's in formation as we speak. I am starting a podcast. Bullets! So, the name of the podcast, I probably already dropped it in another live, but I'm not going to drop it again because I'm waiting to get the logo. Because how I'm looking at it is if I don't get the logo that thoroughly expresses the name, then I may want to change the name. So before I drop the name of the podcast, let me get the logo first, which I should have the logo within the next couple of weeks. It's in the process of being worked on now, but I'm excited. I'm excited because I feel like you guys, as you guys can see, I can talk. And I definitely, I'm excellent at creating the space. That's always been my thing. Hey, Nicole. I am excellent at creating the space, and I want to continue to create the space for not only healing, but controversial conversations, real talk, and then things that people need to know and understand and grow from. And I feel like on podcasts, you have the opportunity to do that because it's your sanctuary. It's your space. You can make it however you want to. So I want to have like rotating co-hosts, and I definitely want to talk about a lot of topics that, people aren't discussing, or if they are, it's in secrecy, or if they're discussing it, they're not discussing it open and candidly. It's just kind of like fake and phony. I'm not here for that. So stay tuned for the podcast. That is definitely coming. Speaking of, my birthday is 3 weeks from today. Bullet! So, with that being said, yes, I do plan on celebrating. I have not truly finalized plans. Okay, yeah, that's my Riesling now. That's my style. If you guys don't know, don't say I didn't put you on. Barefoot Riesling is the best Riesling on the planet. It's the best white wine in my opinion. But if you know any other white wines that's good, you let me know. But I am addicted to Barefoot Riesling, okay? So anyway, like I said, yes, I will be celebrating my birthday. I know for sure that it's a club in Queens called Amadou. So on February 8th, I will be celebrating at a Queen and Clubs club in Queens called Amadou, and they doing like a Renaissance theme. I'm gonna drop the flyer, so if you guys want to come, it's open to anybody. Come, I'm gonna be celebrating my birthday there, and as you guys know, my birthday is actually February the 9th, so I'm still trying to finalize what I want to do on that exact day. I personally really wanted to do a bowling party because I feel like a bowling party is fun, and you know, everybody can do it, you know. So I wanted to do a bowling party, but I'm looking for a bowling alley in Brooklyn that does hookah, and I was only able to find one in Long Island, and I don't think everybody's gonna truck it to Long Island. So if you know of any bowling alleys that they have hookah there already, or they allow you to bring your hookah in with you, please let me know. Hi, Kathia. I know Kathia was telling me the one by King's Plaza might do it. So, I don't know. We're going to see. That's also, and then I'll be going on vacation. I'll be going on vacation February 18th to the 22nd. I will not be dropping my vacation plans yet, and it's actually a vacation. It's actually a vacation because the day we leave will make it 1 year that not only me and my boyfriend have been living together, but he has been home. So we are going to celebrate last year me driving my ass all the way to Delaware to pick him up from a correctional facility to now this year us boarding a flight to the sunny sky. So okay, so I'm excited about that. You guys will get to see me plan on having the time of our lives. We were just here planning all of that this past week. What else I wanted to talk about? So these B-Day tours in effect. Just let me finalize the 9th. And then the 10th, that Sunday, everybody know I'm at my mom's house and I'm with the family and we do the family thing. We cook, we play cards, play games, we bug out. So that's pretty much that weekend. And then Valentine's Day is coming. Bullets! So I'm excited about that. I do plan on getting my boyfriend something as well. And, okay, so Lent this year is March. Let me tell y'all the dates. Lent this year is March. Lent is March 6th to April 18th. So as you guys know, I participate in Lent every year, and I will be once again giving up. Hey Shaniqua, birthday coming, week after mine. For Lent, I always give up social media, and I will be giving up social media again. I usually give up social media and meat, but I've already been off meat for 19 days. Pescatarian bullets. I'm very proud of myself. So, yes, and what I learned last year when I gave up Lent, it was a very trying time for me. But in that time frame, I learned the lesson from God, and one of the things was, be quiet and be still. And a lot of times I'm very reactive because I'm very emotional. So a lot of times when you see me, getting all worked up, it's because I'm passionate about something, I'm emotional about it, I want you to understand it and feel it and know where I'm coming from and know my intentions and blah, blah, blah. And I realized that I do that in a lot of situations, and I don't have to, hey, Natasha, I don't have to always be right. I'm just passionate about what I'm saying. And I realized that in that, I want people to not only get where I'm coming from, but agree with me and hear me out and think the way I'm thinking. And, and sometimes it's like, no, most times, in fact, all the time, it's like, I'm sorry, no. No, not everybody agrees with you, and not everybody thinks the way you think, and not everybody sees your point, and you're not always right. You're not always right. But what you have to know is, and I learned this in the process of being still and quiet during Lent, is people do what they want. People do what they want. You cannot make one single person on this planet do something they don't want to do. People do what they want for whatever reasons. But they do what they want. And in the process of me being still and being quiet, I had to really allow people to do that instead of trying to force them to do what I want. And that was hard. That was hard because at that time I was dealing with a lot of personal situations that, the old me could have regulated with my old skill set. But because I was developing a new skill set and trying to become a different person, and also keeping my faith in God that if I was still and I was quiet, things would work out in my favor. So I was still and I was quiet, and I want to tell you right now, it brings tears to my eyes right now. I feel like I'm about to cry, but in that time, I got to really see like how blessed I am. How blessed I am. I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry here. I said I wasn't going to do that, but it really got me to see, that I don't have to put my hand on nothing or nobody. God got me. God got me. God got me in ways that is unimaginable. Like, like, so sometimes I'm there telling people, like, you know, I can't explain it. I can't explain it. I cannot explain it. I'm just so grateful and so thankful to be blessed like this. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let me stop crying. But I always get emotional when talking about my faith. But and again, I'm not a religious person at all. Just very highly spiritual and emotional. So and that, and learning how much I don't gotta try to force things or manipulate things or make things. When I backed away from things and just let it flow, just let it go how it went, God made it work so well for me. It made it work so in ways that I couldn't imagine. And I'm like, wow, all of these years of me pulling and tugging and dragging and forcing and manipulating, and you ain't got to do none of that, Khadijah. You don't have to do any of that. Things are going to work out in your favor. So, you know, I'm so grateful and thankful for that Lent season that I was able to learn, you know, to strengthen my faith in God and for it to really, really work for me. And I'm excited about it, you know, and I carried that through the year. And it's funny because at one point towards the end of last year, you know, me and Kenny, we kind of do like the freaking like the Uncle Murder, like the wrap-up report or whatever he calls it. Like, me and Kenny do that for our friendship. So we'll have like end of the year and beginning of the year. We speak and hang out throughout the year, but more so we make sure to have those conversations, you know, and share. And for me, I need feedback. He's a person that's known me very long. He's a person that knows me very well. And he's also a very unbiased person. He's a very genuine person. And I know that he's a person that has my back. You know, so I know he'll give it to me flat out, raw, real. And at one point at the end of last year, when I was trying to pull and drag a situation, and after he listened to everything that had happened, he said, DJ, Stop going in trying to fix it and manipulate it and make it work. Stop it. And when he said that, I got off the phone with him and I cried because I'm like, Khadijah, but all year after Lent, you already told yourself and you already worked on letting things flow. How you get back in this space? You know, so all glory be to God for an excellent friendship that, you know, I carry near and dear to my heart. Kenny, I love you. And, you know, it really, really got me back focused. So this year, let me get out that emotional stuff. This year, I'm excited about Lent again. And I'm still carrying on with the whole be still and be quiet thing. To a point, people think I don't care about stuff. They think I don't love them. Sometimes my boyfriend looking at me like, yo, you all right? And I'm like, I'm good. I'm great. But I don't need to say nothing 40 or 50 times. You know, I don't need to put my hand on nothing. You know, what I need to do is sit back and allow God to work. So this year for Lent, I would definitely be doing the same, you know, increasing my faith in God to the 10th magnitude. Every chance I get, I'm looking for more and more reasons to increase my faith and more ways to do it. And, you know, I know for me, taking a step back from social media to really focus on Khadijah. Really, really focus on Khadijah, because although I'm still building and healing and growing, it's still some areas that need to be worked on. There's still a lot of areas that need to be worked on. And last year really got me to see that, you know. And last year for New Year's 2018, I remember going to church and I remember praying, and I said to God, I said, listen, I always fight you tooth and nail, and I'm asking you, God, I'm asking you to remove any situation or any person that cannot contribute or does not want to contribute to my growth. It don't mean me no good. And last year, as people fell by the wayside, I began to hurt because I'm looking at it saying, you know, God, why these people? What's going on? But then I realized I promised him that I wouldn't fight him about it no more. So again, like I said, still and quiet is a beautiful space for me, a beautiful, beautiful space for me. And it's working. So that's what's going on for Lent. Like I said, I think I said March 6th to April 18th. I will be keeping you guys abreast along the way. You want to participate, share what you're giving up, please feel free. I love to do it. It's a beautiful thing. It helps to increase my faith. If you're a spiritual person, you know, I know it works well. So that's really it. What else am I looking forward to for 2019? Um, like I said, the dropping the podcast, expanding and revamping Operation Hill 100 Hearts, doing a major makeover, um, uh, and privacy. So I regret to inform you guys, I share a lot on social media, but I realize that some things sometimes they're not for the world to see. So I plan on definitely taking a step back from social media, and it's going to initially start with Lent, and then I don't know what's going to happen with the return, or if I will return, because again, I just need some time to work on myself, and I need to do it by myself. Like, it don't have nothing to do with nobody else, because a lot of my posting comes from inspiration. Anybody that knows me knows that all I sit around and do is watch shows about people who have been successful and where they came from to where they are now. And the reason why I watch them type of shows because they inspire me. So whenever I'm putting things out on social media, it's just for inspiration. It's always for inspiration, because you don't realize what little things you do could inspire the next person. But I realize in the process of being so inspirational, I'm leaving the doors open for constant critiquing and criticism. And sometimes I can see how the celebrities feel. Sometimes that shit is annoying. It's really, really annoying. It's like, all right, come on, I dodged this bullet. I didn't pay that person no mind. I let this thing go. But come on. How many directions is it going to come from? So, I just think sometimes you have to scale back and not let so many people into your world and let them know what you're doing. And therefore, you don't got to worry about hearing about none of that dumb shit. So, that's where it's really at for me. I have one last thing I want to tell you guys about that I'm so excited. Okay. So, one of my favorite inspirational shows to watch is called Behind the Music. I haven't seen it in 100 years because they took it off of, I think it used to come on VH1 or MTV. I can't remember. But my favorite one of all times, I don't know, you can pull it up on YouTube, is Behind the Music DMX. I watch it at least once a year, and it makes me cry because, DMX story is so heart-wrenching to me. I love him, and I know he didn't persevere the best way people would have liked him to, but I think he has a success story as well. So to see where he comes from, it always makes me cry to watch it. But anywho, so this year I've decided to do for chapter, because I can't believe that age, so I will not be revealing it. But I'm doing Behind the Bossy. So it's like a Behind the Music, but naturally, one of my nicknames that I've had since forever is Bossy. So I'm doing Behind the Bossy, and I really, really personally, I would like to drop it the morning of my birthday, but I still have to get videos in and edit them, and it won't be long. I won't make it an hour. I'll probably make it like a half hour, and you'll get to see people, most of the people around me, some of my teachers, my family, friends, business associates, co-workers, romantic relationship partner. You'll get to see all of them share like my upbringing and what they remember about me, and how they met me, and what they are to me, and what they've assessed about me, and what they seen from where they met me to where I am now, and the good, the bad, the ugly, which I'm very much prepared to see. And I want to kind of make it just like Behind the Music. So I hope nobody don't steal my idea, but whatever. I told you, I put things out there for inspiration. You want to do it too. But it's going to be so cool to do. I can't wait to see it personally, because I'm going to laugh, I'm going to cry, and it's just something to have to put towards my legacy, because I feel like, and I was just speaking about this the other day, I realized that it's my role and my siblings and my cousin's role to push the envelope in the culture in our family. I tell anybody, my mom or my dad didn't have a driver's license. I do. I think my dad had only been on a plane to go from Arizona to here when he was playing football, and to come from Panama to here. My mom has never been on a plane. I done flew all over the place. So I think it's our duty as the next generation to push the culture, and in pushing the culture, you're building a legacy. And I want to leave behind something that, you know, my kids could watch me like, oh my God, this what mom did when she was this age, or, you know, or myself when I get a certain age, be able to go back and watch that video and say, oh my God, look how my life was. And also to have those fond memories of the people I love and care about, you know, and hear some of the things that they would share about me, and to also hear some of the feedback that they may, you know, I may not necessarily know they feel, you know, so I'm excited about it. Please stay tuned for it. If I do not drop it for my birthday, I definitely plan on dropping it in February sometime. I just want to make sure it's edited perfectly so you can get all of the, you know, the nooks and crannies of it. And thank you to all of the people that agreed to participate in it. I love you, and I hope that you enjoy it after you see it. Naturally, you will not get your entire interview in it because you're going to be asked a lot of questions. Hey, Danielle, you're going to be asked a lot of questions, but when I edit it, I'm only going to be pulling from certain answers that you said. So don't get upset where it's like, no, I said more than that, and I ain't even hit my whole answer. You won't. I'm only making it 30 minutes, and it's more than 10 people being interviewed. So, but it's going to be so dope, and I'm so excited about it. And you know, you'll get to see my journey, and the kids I work with at my old school, and the kids I work with now, and my colleagues, who some of them I've had for the last 10 years, and some of them I just got just now, and we've become close already in the last couple of months. And you know, just a lot, because I feel like even though I'm turning you know, I do have a lot of living to do, and my legacy has just started getting built, and I want it to be big. I want it to be big. I plan on leaving this earth with a bang. All right? So that is pretty much it. I just wanted to check in because I didn't check in. Oh, Ramadan. That was something else I wanted to discuss. Hold on. Ramadan is, Ramadan starts May 5th. That's Moo birthday. Bullets. And Ramadan ends June 4th. So, yes, it's just about, again, I like Ramadan because it helps to add restriction to my stomach so I can't eat as much, you know, and that's a beautiful thing. I ain't supposed to be eating as much anyway because I told you, listen, I'm trying to back a new body out summer 19. Bullets! So, you know, get prepared. Look at my boyfriend, too, while he just busts out the bando. I'm going to break his neck. Where you been all day, Negro? Anyway, he's probably just about to call me. So, let me finish up. But, yes, I'm still here, you guys. I'm still here. I'm still doing Healing Hearts one-on-one sessions. You know, I'm about to... I just have some new things in store. I don't want to give it all up. I don't want to give it all away. You know, like I said, I fully intend on scaling back from social media, definitely in Lent, and then period, point blank. So, you know, look forward to, you know, I guess seeing me in the streets because, you know, I just got some things that I got to take care of, and it really, really doesn't involve anybody but me, and I don't want anybody to take it personal, but I'm being very honest. It's a meme that says something about, you know, I'm something because I owe myself a lot this year, and I do. I did enough for a lot of people, you know. I'm a humanitarian, so my work is always in helping other people, and I think that I've learned that sometimes I could use that as a mask not to help myself, you know, and I think God stripped a lot of people away to say it's time to focus on you, Khadijah. So I'm excited. I look forward to it. I'm not afraid. I'm not walking in fear about anything anymore. I did that all my years in my 20s. Part of my 30s, I'm walking in faith because like I told y'all, it has worked for me thus far. So thank you, Kima. I'm still over here sweating you on Ramon vacation pictures. I told my boyfriend, you see these two? Freaking goals, Negro. He started laughing. But yes, congratulations and happy birthday. You know, it's a beautiful, beautiful union. You know, definitely something to work towards. But, you know, like I said, Happy New Year, guys. I'm still here. I'm still present. I'm still doing the work. Love is love. It is 3:22. I'm probably going to give about maybe 3 more minutes if people have any questions, comments, complaints, concerns, because I will be logging out soon to drink my Riesling. And I'm waiting for my boo to get home. So let me ask some questions. So, all right. So, boom. I'm into a sweet white wine. Me and drinking, I'm telling y'all, y'all know that used to be my thing. But as I'm getting older, I think it ain't working no more. And it's not even that, like, I don't have no hangover or nothing. It's not that it don't taste. It's none of that. It's that, number one, I'm not getting where I used to be. Whereas before, when I drink, I'm turned bullet, hey. Now I'm like, I'm ready to lay down. All the liquor get me sleepy. It don't give me no real buzz. Like, what's going on? So me personally, I was saying, okay, well, maybe I need to scale back from the alcohol a little bit, which I kind of have been on wine, but I could drink Riesling like juice, girl. So I need to know, what wines are you drinking that's really giving you a buzz and that tastes good? Because, see, my thing is, if I'm going to drink some gasoline, I'd rather drink alcohol. Okay? So wine got to taste good to me. So what are you guys drinking? What are you guys drinking? Wait a minute. How could I leave without discussing the government shutdown and R. Kelly? I'm bugging out. Okay, here we go. The government shutdown is horrific. It is horrific, but for me, it's not a shock. It's not a shock. I always knew that Trump had some despicable acts up his sleeve, and this is just another one of them. My heart just hurts because I feel bad for people suffering through this. That's my thing. It's like, again, I work for New York City Department of Education. They have not cut DOE checks, so therefore, you would think I'd be looking like, well, oh man, that's messed up. But it doesn't matter. Nobody should have to live in New York City without getting any compensation for the work that they do. You can't even afford to live here, really. You can't. So to cut these people money, come on, stop. And again, I don't want to get too deep into it because then I get emotional and it'll be an ugly life. I don't want it to go there. But I just want you guys to know that I am prayerful. And I hope that this shutdown ends sooner than later. As far as income tax next month, listen, I pray it don't. It is what it is. Trump, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. Speaking of disgusting. So, I watched all the R. Kelly feedback from social media to TV to this, to that, to that, to this. I'll be very honest with you. These last couple of years, ever since I started Healing Hearts, my main focus has been mental health. Okay, sorry, my boyfriend called. So, sorry about that, my love. Hello? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. R. Kelly. So, okay, I was saying about mental health. And me personally, I've heard this a lot of times. I'm going to say it again. Some people will say, like, they'll say things like, yo, like, if a person had, like, a broke neck or any of those type of things, then they're physically, not a broke neck, like a disease. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Come on, that phone call threw me off. Like a disease, like cancer or anything like that. You're physically sick. So, people mourn them and try to assist them because physically you're sick. You have cancer, so on and so forth, lupus, the diseases that are very, very serious. And, people really, 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 really are trying to find a cure and assist people who have that. I feel the same personally about mental health issues. Okay, I personally feel R. Kelly is sick. I do not think he has a conscience or a mind or a good mindset when he's doing these things. I don't think that he's sitting up there saying, I know this is wrong. I think that in his mind, it's like, I can't help myself. I'm sick. I am sick. And you know what's so sad about that sickness is, don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. I do not personally feel like there should be no problems and there should be no repercussions for his behavior. Come on, I'm a woman, so I could never say that. But what I do feel is that jail is not going to rehabilitate the man. Jail is not going to rehabilitate the man. It's not. You're only breeding an even bigger monster because all you're going to do is get in there and do what you did before. Pretend like you okay and turn to your faith and pray to God. And when they look up, you're going to be back to the same fucking shenanigans. The same shenanigans. People like this should be forced to undergo an inpatient program with intense therapy until the therapist and the whole, I don't give a damn, a whole panel of therapists can fully say that you are healed. Because sending this man to jail, okay, all right. And again, it to me it's not, you. In my opinion, when it's a situation like this, I'm not looking for punishment. I'm more looking for, you need help. You need help. You need help. You need serious help. Serious help, because there's no way humanly possible that you could think that these behaviors is okay. This have to stop. This have to stop. And I'll be very honest with you, and I want to make this clear. The one thing, God bless my beautiful father, y'all always see him in the back of my lives here looking over my shoulder whenever I record them. My father told me from the inception, Khadijah, one of the major things that I was put here on this planet to do is to protect you. And a lot of times I was fucking not allowed to do nothing. And I remember I used to fucking argue about it, cry about it, beef about it, life ain't fair, yada, yada, yada. And he used to be looking at me like, I don't care. I don't care, because the number one thing I have to do is protect you. And if you over here and I'm over here, I don't have eyes on you, therefore I cannot protect you. So as far as these families go, you know, I don't know the logistics of every single one, so I don't want to speak on it. So I guess I'll just speak for Aaliyah in particular. I'm sorry. My child would not have been permitted to go anywhere with anybody without me or the father. That's it. That's it. So I ain't got to worry about you trying nothing slick, doing nothing slick. Something slick might have happened. Her word against yours and blah, blah, blah. No, because when these type of things happen, the door gets left open for those type of situations. This is horrible. And the man is sick. I think the whole family is sick. I think the whole family, listened to the brother interview when he said about the sister. All of them is sick. And I'll be honest with you, God, forgive me. I really don't want to speak ill of the dead, but I have to question the mama as well, because what was going on? So it's just a sad situation. It's a sad situation. For me, I didn't watch it all. I watched maybe one or two, and I watched Sparkle. I couldn't, because in my mind, my heart bled for these young people who are being taken advantage of in this manner. And then my heart also bled for this man to be so sick and not even know it. That's what makes it even more sad. But I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to say I wasn't mad with R. Kelly, but I was more so mad with the people around him signing off on things and okaying things. Come on. Enabling the sickness. Come on. So I tried to, again, I told y'all, I get too emotional. You already see me crying this live. I get too worked up. So my only thing about that is I pray to God that I'm never in a space to be okay with putting my young person, whether it's my child or not, it could be my niece, it could be anybody, we're putting them in a position where they are left under the fucking guidance of a predator. That's how I feel. That is how I feel. I feel like I pray that I'm much more aware and conscious to know, because I don't ever want to leave my young person. And like I said, I don't care. I don't even want to leave a kid that I'm working with alone with a predator, because I never want to leave the door open for something like that to happen. So again, I'm not down with R. Kelly. I ain't going back and forth about that. That's why I didn't chime in when everybody else was going back and forth about it. You know, it's not a matter of me taking up for him or thinking he was right. No, I just think he's sick. And because I'm a compassionate person, I think all sick people need healing. All of them. You know, even the sick ones that may have fucking done something to somebody in my family. All sick people need healing, no matter what kind of sick you are. So, in my opinion, yeah, he's sick. To hear them, he's sick. He was sick back then. He's sick right now. And I think the sister's sick. I think the brother's sick. And like I said, I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but I think the mammy was as well. Because what the hell was going on in the whole family, you know? So, yeah, I watched the brother interview. He talked about the sister and all these. Come on. It's a whole sick family. Stop it. And it's going to continue. It needs to be stopped. Come on. But in any event, I want to end this on a positive note. Like I said, I enjoyed. I gotta call my boo back. He should be on his way home from work, working hard for my birthday. Told him, Negro, please. But yes, okay. So it was fun. You know, I hope I get some feedback about the wine that I was inquiring about. And happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Be warm, you guys, because the next 2 days are supposed to go in single digits. It's supposed to be like 9 degrees, 7 degrees, something crazy. So I'm going to be home tucked in with my boo, having some fun. So, yeah, I hope to hear from you all. And you will be seeing me up until Lent. Later.